As small as they are, remember that grapes are still hard objects. So when licking or rubbing a grape, the tongue will take the shape of this grape. With this in mind, start by drawing the guidelines for the mouth, the lips, and the tongue. For these examples, I'm gonna do some silly animation so you have a better idea how a tongue looks when licking or rubbing against a grape. Like this one right here, isn't it so silly? So for this next example, I'm gonna only focus on the tip of the tongue rubbing or licking a grape. As always, I'm gonna start with the guidelines and follow up with the line art. Because in this example, we're only focusing on the tip of the tongue, this is the only part moving as well. But please don't underestimate the power of this little fellow. So for this last example, we're gonna draw a romantic lip rub or a kiss. Here, the whole mouth is moving to lick the grape. And when adding some movements, it looks like a really romantic kiss, isn't it? And that's it, pretty easy. Corn dogs can sometimes be slippery, and as a consequence, we can swallow them whole. If you want to draw a scene like that with an X-ray view, start by drawing the mouth and the throat. Simplifying these both things into geometrical figures is very easy because the inside of the mouth is very circular, like a cute little cave, and the throat is mostly a large straight rectangle. Also, when drawing an X-ray view, don't forget about the tongue, which is quite thick if you see it in an X-ray view. The following steps depend on how deep the corn dog is inside the throat. If you see in my first two samples, the corn dog is not that deep, so the shape of the throat doesn't change that much. But in my last and third sample, the corn dog is very deep inside the throat, which means that the shape of the swallowing canal of the throat will change a little bit. For this last sample, I only used the liquify tool to alter the shape of the throat. When using this tool, you don't have to draw many throats when doing an animation. Hi everybody, the portion of this video is sponsored by Skillshare, your largest learning online community. Now, if you have been following me for a while, you know that I create 3D assets for webtoon artists. And lately, I have been wanting to improve my 3D modeling skills. And Skillshare have been the perfect learning platform for me. Skillshare offers classes in nearly every creative field you can imagine. From film editing and animation to illustrations and graphic design to 3D modeling. Whether you are an experienced artist looking to improve your skills like me, or a beginner ready to explore and start their art career, you will probably find your perfect course in Skillshare. For me, Skillshare has been extremely helpful. I have been taking some of their 3D modeling courses to improve my 3D modeling art. The lessons are beginner friendly but packed with professional level insights. It's so exciting to finally work on something I have been always wanting to improve, all at my own pace and from the comfort of my home. I think that now we know that Skillshare is the best place to start, and here is the best part. To the first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. That's a full month to explore classes, learn new skills, and ignite your creativity. Hurry up and find your perfect class for any of your needs. Now let's go back to my tutorial compilations. Ghosts love dumplings, so they always try to get inside and eat this stuffing. If you want to draw a scene like that, start by drawing the guidelines for the ghosts. Ghosts are really simple creatures, so with one guideline it's more than enough. Take into consideration that getting inside a dumpling is hard for a ghost, because ghosts are soft creatures and sometimes dumplings tend to be a little bit tight. But as long as a ghost works hard enough, they will always get inside. So once your ghost is able to get inside a dumpling, you need to learn how to draw the dumpling entrance surrounding your ghost. By the way, how is my American accent going? I have been practicing a lot to get a more native accent. I'm still not perfect yet, but my American friend is telling me that I'm improving quite a lot. Going back to the video, remember that dumplings are quite wrinkly, especially their entrance. So when drawing the entrance of a dumpling touching a ghost, don't forget about the wrinkles. At the end, I'm gonna draw a silly animation just for you to get an idea, and that's it. Pretty easy. Start by drawing the guidelines of the mouth. In this sample I'm drawing, the mouth is kind of like kissing / sucking the feeding bottle. So drawing the guidelines for the lips was easy because there were mainly two. For this sample I also wanted to do a 3D view, so I also drew the guidelines for the tongue. As you can see, I'm drawing two tongues, and that's because I'm going to create a small animation. As always, once you draw the guidelines, follow up with the line art. As you can see, although I draw the tongues together for this sketch, for the line art I draw them separately. Once I draw the mouth's tongue, I follow up with the bottle's tip. As you can see, depending where the tongue is pushing, the bottle's tip will move. And now please enjoy my silly animation. It's pretty cool, isn't it? For this last sample, I wanted to draw the mouth using its teeth to fidget with the bottle's tip. That's why the mouth is smiling very widely, to show its teeth while these ones play with the bottle's tip. And that's it, pretty easy. Female jackfruits are rounder than male jackfruits. And although both jackfruits start by drawing two circular guides, the shape of the female jackfruit will remain pretty similar to the original circular guide shapes. After simplifying your jackfruit into geometrical figures, you can follow up with the line art. When doing the line art, keep in mind that jackfruits are pretty pointy almost everywhere. So now let's jump ahead and draw a male jackfruit. As I already said, male jackfruits are not as round as female jackfruits. But that doesn't mean they are plain, although they can be if you want. But let's be honest, everybody prefers big bones in their jackfruits, even if they are male. Remember, even male big jackfruits are always more compacted than female jackfruits. If we compare both shapes, they are kind of like a little bit squarish looking like, but as you can see, they are still pretty beefy. As we did with the female one, let's do the line art, taking into consideration how pointy the jackfruit is, and that's it.